Welcome back to Tiny Talk TV. I'm Brian Sodre.
And I'm Sal De Benedetto.
And today we will be talking about investing into real estate, particularly our tiny homes. Sal, you've heard a bunch of people talking about investing into real estate. What do you think helps us stand out from the market?
I would say the cool aspect, we have the 3D concrete printed, as well as since the homes are smaller and we're able to build at such an affordable cost, I would say the returns on the rentals, if they decide to rent them out.
I agree. And it's faster. So for the most part, investors are looking for speed. They want to see their money go into something. They want to see the returns right away. So today we're going to dive into some examples of what a 750 square foot model that Miniopolis can build would return if you were to become an investor. All right. So what does it cost to buy a land? Let's talk about three different locations. We've got Punta Gorda, which is a lot more senior community. Not much going on over there, but it's great for snowbirds. We've got Lehigh Acres, which is becoming a very dense area because it's still affordable, close to the city, easy to commute to work. And then we have hot spots like Fort Myers Beach, where you can be right on the coast looking at the water. What are some different costs in these areas?
I would say the average lot on Fort Myers Beach would be anywhere from the $500,000 and up mark. Lehigh Acres, it kind of varies depending on how close you are to the main arteries, such as State Road 82 and Lee Boulevard.
Right.
I would say if you're a little further away from the main roads, I would say a safe budget would be anywhere from 35 to 40 grand for a lot in Lehigh.
Okay.
Punta Gorda, I would say a little less than that, since like you said, there isn't much going on over there. But in turn, you do get that much more affordable price range.
Right, and what I've noticed is anywhere where the senior community currently lives ends up becoming a hot spot. So I'm a big fan of those places.
It's definitely an up-and-coming area.
Yeah, and I think they've got the airport, they've got the beaches. It's easy to commute north and south, whether you're going to Sarasota or you're coming south to Naples and Fort Myers. I think it's a great location. But the lots are going now for around $15,000. So it's a great place to
Very
invest.
affordable.
Very affordable. All right, so you just bought a lot in one of these three locations. Now you're trying to determine, well, what's going to be my return? Well, it depends on your business strategy. Are you going to build to sell it? Are you going to build to rent it? Is the rental going to be long-term or is it going to be short-term? Depending on your business model is what's going to help determine the outcome of your investment. Now, if you're investing in somewhere like Lehigh, would you say that's a more desirable place for a short-term rental compared to Fort Myers Beach?
I would say Fort Myers Beach would be more short-term rental friendly, Lehigh being the more annual long-term rental for families and working class people.
So you can help somebody find a lot specific to their budget and to their business goals as an investor.
Definitely,
right?
Yes.
Good. So what does that look like? You buy an inexpensive lot in Punta Gorda, $15,000. You got yourself a steal deal. Then you're talking about preparing the land, putting in some septic and well, and building a house. Let's just round up some numbers for today's purpose. $250,000 to get a completely finished turnkey house in Punta Gorda, right? At $250,000, what's your return? Typically, our smaller footprint homes can average about 10% return on the total cost of the project. But remember, as an investor, you're not putting all that cash out of your pocket. You're typically what? Getting a loan and putting a certain percentage down. What's a standard percentage that most people are paying now to get a loan on a house?
Say 20-25%.
About 20-25%. Let's just assume it's 20%. 20% of $250,000 is $50,000. Well, if you're renting out the house that cost you $250,000 at 10%, which you may need some subtitles here to guide you through this. At $250,000, 10% of that, you can rent it for $25,000 a year. It's roughly $2,000 a month. Well, remember, You put in $50,000 out of your own pocket, and you're getting back every year on long-term rentals $25,000. That's 50% of the money you invested back into your pocket every single year until you decide to sell the property. What happens when you sell the property in 5 years?
Most likely you'll have equity.
You have equity. So not only did you get a great return on your initial investment, but at the same time, you gained equity on the property, which now you can sell and put even more money back in your pocket. So would you say this is a good investment for somebody looking to get into the real estate game?
I would say yes. You know, you can't beat a 50% cash on cash return on investment.
I agree. Now let's use a different example. What about a nice location, a great location where you yourself would stay? Whether it's out in the woods, near a lake, out by the beach, somewhere where every tourist can only dream of going to. They're already going into a dream house, might as well it become a dream location. Well, dream locations cost a little bit more money, right? Unless you're doing a development and you're creating that dream location, which is a whole different ballgame. But let's assume that you get a lot in Fort Myers Beach. As Sal mentioned, it's about $500,000 just for the lot, just for a piece of land out there. Great location, very expensive. Now you've got your house. You put that same $250,000 house on there, you just came up to about $750,000 in cost. I don't have a calculator with me, but 20% of $750,000 should be $150,000. Myers Beach, if you go on to look at a rental property, long-term rental.
What was it, like $8,000 a month?
It's about $8,000 a month. Short-term rental, close to double that, because short-term rentals is a hot commodity right now. And what do people look for when you're going to stay somewhere different and new for a short period of time?
I would say proximity to events and activities going on, the beach, obviously, and the cool factor.
The cool factor. Tiny homes is a cool factor. I guarantee you this. Stop this YouTube channel, go into any short-term rental platform, and look up unique places to stay. You'll notice that their occupancy rate, meaning how long...
It's through the roof.
Is through the roof. It's through the roof. So... now you're talking about your competitors. Well, you're in business, you're going to have competitors. In this real estate business...
why not stand out?
Why not stand out?
When everybody's getting into the Airbnb game. Back then it was, you know, unique, but now everybody and their mom's getting into it.
So Brian, what are you saying? Spend less money, make more money, and be different than your competition? Yes, exactly. That is why you should invest into Miniopolis in purchasing one of our small footprint homes. We've got a variety to choose from, and we think that it's going to help your business succeed.
Yeah, I don't think you could have said it any better. At the end of the day, our main job is to build these homes to create memories for families and making a positive impact on the environment at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the families that stay in these homes, whether they're short-term rentals or long-term rentals, you know. They're families that are getting married or, you know, celebrating anniversaries, right?
Or just taking a weekend trip to the beach.
Right, or they're families that are using these homes temporarily to pay less rent, so eventually they can buy their own home. Make it all sound like money, but it's an opportunity for investors to allow people to take advantage for the different types of uses of these homes. So I'm glad we were able to discuss today's investment opportunities, building small footprint homes. Again, I'm Brian Sodre.
And I'm Sal De Benedetto. Thank you guys for watching episode 10 of TinyTalkTV from Minneapolis. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Every Monday at 2 p.m. we drop a new video. And always feel free to contact us, 239-329-8804. Or shoot us an email directly at sales@MiniopolisBuilders.com. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.